from the point they get up in the morning with workout and training and meetings with coaches. They have morning study hall here, Monday through Thursday to 7 a.m. From that point, they go to class. Most of our student athletes are in class from about 8 a.m. to noon, and then from noon to 2, there is additional training, tutoring time here, study hall, meetings with athletic academic advisors, and then they get over to the training facility for whatever's going on there. And then they start all over again about 7 o'clock.
Coming out of high school, and you see that schedule, it's like, wow. But once you do it a couple times, like a week or so, I think I got adjusted to it in about 2 weeks. I mean, just as far as like the routine and how it goes, when you got to find time to sleep.
It can be overwhelming at times to make that transition from high school to college and try to fit in and do everything the right way. So we give these guys a lot of help as far as what to do and how to do it, and you know, it's up to them to take advantage of opportunities, and they really do.
Well, the thing that we want to teach players when they come here is athletics and academics, but also self-responsibility, and they have their plate full.
You know, a lot of people that are in college just have to, you know, they may have a part-time job, but mostly a lot of them just go to school. And our guys and student athletes in general, you know, they've got 2 full-time jobs.
It's tiring, taxing on your mentally, physically. You know, it's like 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a circus right now. You know, I got to juggle school and football. It's kind of tough.
Because it is a student athlete. It's not just an athlete, not just a student. You know, our kids do things that other kids don't do.
It's a huge growing up process, and so we give them all the supervision we possibly can give them, but you also have to give them a lot of rope to where they have to learn to take care of themselves, go to class, go to study halls and tutors.
There's a lot of different tools that we try to teach them academically to be successful here as a student athlete.
Just really do everything and turn in on time. You know, really don't try to procrastinate too much and just do what you're supposed to do.
We try to help them understand that you cannot wait until the last hour and burn the midnight oil to prepare for an exam. You need to start about 2 weeks in advance to prepare for an exam if you want to have success on the college level.
You kind of learn the responsibility of getting your homework done, really quick instead of putting everything off to the last minute.
But I think it gets you ready for the real world. You know, and once you get a job, you gotta balance, you know, your work. You got to balance your family.
If you don't manage your time well, it's very possible that you can fall behind.
There's a lot of life lessons that you learn, and then of course you take that to the football field of being disciplined and working as a unit, as a team, learning how to deal with adversity.
Anytime you have something bad happen to you, or you get a chance to have a lesson learned from it, let's learn from it, all right? Here's what I know right now. We've been through hard times.
Not just on the football field, but in the classroom. When you don't make a very good grade in chemistry, you got to have enough discipline to understand, hey, you got to go to tutors and learn and do better, because you don't keep a scholarship if your grades fall.
You know, those things go hand in hand. So again, you can always tell the direct correlation between on the field and off the field. So that's the perfect example for these kids to understand. When you do good off the field, you'll do good on the field also, because you have to be on top of everything all the time.
I really just work hard in both areas and try to do my best.
The things we do to these kids and the way they react to it and respond to it is outstanding, and Trey is a great example of that.
Yeah, Trey, you got to get ready to play when we call your number.
He's a kid that, you know, you see him in the film room, you watch him working hard at practice, and he put the same kind of time and effort, you know, into the books also. I mean, he's going over to the computer lab and going to see his tutoring sessions, and you know, he's doing those extra things to make sure he is on top of everything he has to do. Dartwan is another case where, again, a young kid coming in from high school, different environment, different world for him. So we need to help provide all kind of structure for him.
We need to start thinking about your major. We need to start thinking about the class you're going to take in the spring.
You know, here's a kid who comes in and he's really you see his grades really improve. He's doing all the right things in classes. He's working closely with his study hall monitor and his tutors, and he's doing everything it takes to be successful.
You can never forget to do the right thing because he reminds you constantly. So it's just constantly on your brain to do the right thing. So
it matters, man, doing things the right way. Everybody got that. You have to do it the right way.
You're here to get a degree, you're here to learn, but there's a lot of life lessons learned in athletics and academics at the same time.
You know, any assignment grades that they have, or again, if it says midterm grade report, that's the grade that I was able to confirm yesterday. So if you have any questions on that, please feel free to get with me on that. The coaches really do understand what academics is about. Yeah, they're trying to make them a better football player, but they also understand they're trying to help them understand how important education is.
We work hand in hand. We try to work with academic people in terms of keeping up with the players.
There is an academic meeting with our athletic academic advisors once a week, and that's scheduled, but they pop in at any time to talk about what's going on with the students. The coaches want to know. They want to know, are they going to class? How are they doing in specific classes? What we're doing here at the center to support them.
The 88% on the second ATMO test. If it wasn't for the football staff, it'd be very hard for us to do what we do. The rest of the grades, we'll get the download of the report today.
We have a great relationship with those guys. They understand that our kids do need special help. They do need extra attention because of their schedule, because of the timing of classes. So the support we get from those guys is tremendous. And likewise, because they also need us to reaffirm everything that they're telling the kids also.
If I have a problem with one of the guys not doing what I need them to do, all I need to do is just go over there and tell their position coach or tell Coach Willis or Coach Brown, and it's handled quickly.
Going to class, making sure they're going to class, and keeping up with their appointments and their tutors. So, we have to get their back and they get ours also, but it's a great hand-in-hand relationship, and it works out best for the players.
He is working pretty hard. He meets with he has a lot of tutor times that he meets with, and he's actually he's working very hard to get his grade up.
Here we have a lot of support from the coaches and Coach Tuberville, and basically we know any help that we need, we're going to get it from the coaches.
The guys have been coming between, staying from like 7 to 8:30 every day, so they're getting about an hour and a half in each day.
I think that we're very fortunate that here at Tech that our faculty members are very willing to keep us updated and keep us posted as to what's going on academically.
So right now you have 2As. When you can actually communicate with the professor, get grades, see how they did on exams, that helps us do our job a lot easier, because we can know if if he didn't do well on the first exam, we can reevaluate how they prepared for the exam and try to help them change some study habits to hopefully have academic success on the second exam. He got an 88 in exam 2. He's got a reading quiz in there next week, but like I said, I've been very happy with his progress and his improvement and his attitude towards academics.
Seeing that being in place and watching those things happen and making sure that we provide for those kids is very important, because it does make it a lot easier to go into a home and sit in the living room and say, you know what, I promise you I'm going to take care of your son.
If I was a parent, it would be important for me to know that coaches aren't just talking about it, but the campus and the department is supporting some of those goals that they've set academically.
You're giving your word to that parent that you're going to make sure that their son gets a degree.
Right now, it can definitely be done, but you all got to buckle down and do some things, and that's not too hard to do. So we're going to issue all the challenges. And so with Rodney and I's mission, we always try to help these guys understand that you got to get your college degree, because football is not going to be for the rest of your life, and that you should be able to go out into society, secure a career instead of a job, and be able to take care of yourself and have a productive life.
I think that's the most serious thing they talk to us about, because that's why we're here at Texas Tech. A lot of people think we're here to play football, which that's partly why we're here, but the main thing is so we can get a degree. And
then you will be done with your MBA. Hey, that's good.
Get the degree, learn something, learn how to be a self-responsible person, be able to go out and have that quality of life that they want to have for the next 50, 60 years because of the quality education that they get.
We have scholar student athletes here. They are not just athletes, they're also students, and they're students that are achieving on an institutional level, and a conference level, and on a national level. We compete academically.
And we've performed well in the classroom. That's one thing that I'm really proud of. If you look at our spring, GPAs, if you look at how we performed in both summer terms, they've been really high.
It's good when you can, a lot of guys only get one, and here it is, you're about to get both of your degrees, and that's huge, especially to be able to get the MBA.
We have football student athletes that graduate before 4 years. So in the fall, last fall, 2009, we had 8 student athletes who had graduated with an undergrad degree, but still had eligibility remaining, which means that they were working on second degrees or in graduate programs, and that's something that we've traditionally done well.
Well, have you go ahead and get registered.
All right,
okay.
I can do that.
All right, appreciate it.
Thanks, Rodney.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. This is a college university, and all of us have to graduate, and all of us have to complete hours to play, so it's really school first, athletics second.